Well, hello, my beautifully blessed people, and welcome back. Listen, I know it has been a while since I've made a video, but I have been busy dealing with some other things, and now I'm back. First of all, I'd like to say God bless each and every one of you for tuning in. I pray that you've had a wonderful day today. And I also pray that the blessings of our Lord be upon you. So, today's video is about child support as relates to men. And I felt compelled to make this video because so many of our men are paying child support and they have not been treated fairly in the court system. Do you know that there is a 79% chance that a man is not going to be favorable in the courts? And that's throughout the continental U.S. That's right. For some reason, the courts hold men responsible for having to prove what they do with their money and how they spend their money. However, when it comes to the mother does not have to prove. And to me, that is discriminating. I believe that men should have a right to ask how their money is being spent on their children. Because a lot of these mothers, they spend money on themselves and they do not take care of the children. The child support, yes, it does go to the mother. However, the children have a right to be taken care of properly. Not for women to go out here and buy cars and getting their nails done, getting their hair done, and going out and having lavish dinners while the children are just eating anything and they're not being dressed properly, nor are they being attended to. It is time for the courts to hold women accountable who are abusing the funds. If you are going to be fair in the court system, this is to my judges and my prosecutors and lawyers. Listen, you guys, if you're going to be fair, make it fair for everybody. Don't just hold men accountable for what they're doing with their money and having to prove their income. You should also make women to be held accountable for how they're spending that money and what they're spending it on. I'm asking that you guys do the right thing. I hope that someday, and I may just be alone on this, but it doesn't matter because to me, right is right. Our men have a right to know that their hard-earned money going toward their children are being used properly and that they're not being taken advantage of. It is time for that to change. I'm asking the courts to stop allowing women to just get away with whatever. Yes, a man makes more money, the woman comes after him asking for an increase. But why is she asking for an increase? Is she asking for an increase that's going to help the children, or is it just for herself? Well, folks, I'm here to tell you, the majority of the time, it's for herself. There's going to be a lot of angry people about this video, but guess what? I don't care. Because see, I used to work in the court system. I was administrator in the court system, and I saw a lot of men with their hearts held in their hand because they could not fight for their children because they did not have money for attorneys. And they lost their cases. They lost their privileges. And a lot of these men are sitting in prison today because the woman has lied on them, making false truths, just blatantly lying, whether it's saying that they're touching the kids inappropriately. You mean to tell me a father can't hug his kid, but you can hug him? You accuse this man of neglecting his kids, but yet you want to go out and have a good time and misuse those funds. Again, I'm calling on the courts to change the way that is done. People, these children have a right to be taken care of. This is their right. These children weren't asked to be brought here. They have a right to be taken care of. So if you're going to hold one parent accountable, hold both parents accountable. We need to change the way that system is. And right is just right. Another thing, fathers who don't have an opportunity to afford an attorney, courts, You need to let them speak. And don't just count them off as being deadbeat dads. You need to understand every man that comes into a courtroom, he's not prepared. She's already been abreast as to what she needs to do and briefed as to what she needs to do in the courtroom. Men, a lot of men don't have that opportunity to get that type of help. So again, we need to change the way we deal with child support. And at the end of the day, God is watching. If we're going to be fair, let's be fair to everybody. Women want to talk about equal rights, but you don't exercise equal rights when you're dealing with men when it comes to child support. Are you treating him equally, or are you just as guilty as the person who is the gold digger? Are you just as guilty as the person who is squandering the money? Right. But if you're the woman out here who's doing right by the child support, I applaud you for doing that. And God bless you and bless your children. Women, make sure that these men have a right to see their kids. I'm not talking about the men who don't want to see their kids, who are deadbeat dads. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about men who legitimately want to spend time with their children, and they're being denied because a woman has lied on him, or she's wanting him to sleep with her in order to have access to his children. Why are you punishing this man and using your child as a pawn? This is wrong. We need to change the way that we're doing things in the court system, because that 79% needs to be changed. And it needs to be changed so that the man is just as favored in the courtroom for the things that he has to say and the way that he's proving his income, just as the woman. He should have just as equal rights in the courtroom as a woman. All right, listen, I pray that this video resonates with you guys. May the blessings of the Lord be upon each and every one of you. And most of all, you guys stay prayed up. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. We'll see you. Bye now.